I was depressed because of what was going on in my own home. I wanted to take my life because I thought that I was a disappointment to everyone, and I was disappointed in myself because what resulted in just a few days of conversation resulted in years of me wondering when I would be free from my own home. Growing up was very difficult for me. I came out to my this is like a long time. Came out to my dad first. I had told him that I needed to go to the museum because I had to do an assignment for school, which was true. And I had planned to just tell him there when he was driving. And so I did. And he went to the liquor store and was drinking. For my mom, it was different because she was going to a priest's soccer game and my little sister was there. So when I did talk to her about it, she was just silent. So ever since I knew that things weren't going to go well, and all the conversations, the fights and the arguments, at some point I did realize that I had to get out, and I had tried many ways before. I had planned to just leave when I could, so I started planning what I would do, like packing my bags, making sure that I wasn't carrying anything I didn't need to, and just packing what I needed to survive. But eventually my biological family caught up to me, so I started planning where next. I looked at shelters, I looked at parks, I looked at just going out in the street. But at that point I was just lost. I had met Ella for an art show in the Sorensen Center that is near Glendale. For some weird reason I reached out and I thought this person has a story that I really feel in depth with.
When we first met, you got a hold of me because I had an art show at the Sorensen. When you started talking to me, you reminded me of me because I've also been like young, and I've also been queer, and I've also been and continue to be brown, and I also didn't have a place to stay when I was growing up, and that really scared me because I didn't want you to go through what I went through when I was homeless. And you just reminded me so much of me. I talked to, all of her friends, and I was like, there's someone young in her life, and I think this is her new family.
When Ella actually brought me over to where they were living at, I was really happy, and that was a feeling that I hadn't really known for a while, because Ella had just told me that there was room in their house.
I think that what I would advise those youth that are going through those hardships as they're finding their own place in this world is to tell them that you will grow, that there is future. A rose will be a rose no matter which garden it grows in. And you're going to grow, you're going to be beautiful.
I feel that I would call myself a warrior and I would call myself a fighter, but it's also draining sometimes because you're always fighting. And I think it's okay to be tender. I think it's okay to be soft, and vulnerable because you can't always fight, and being strong for me also means just taking care of yourself in whatever ways that looks like as brown queer youth. The only thing I have left to say is that always be you, because you are the hope that we do need in this world.
The future is gay. The future is queer. The future is femme. The future is brown. The future is unapologetic. The future is bold.